We've got our aprons on and we are ready to cook with a fabulous organization we just adore here at New Day. They make tasty desserts, but on top of that, they give back to the community in a big way. Here to tell us more and show us a delicious treat is Emily Kim from the Pastry Project. Welcome back.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having us again.
I am so excited. Every time you're here, it's always a delight. It's fun, and we get to hear about the amazing things you do. But first, what are we making today?
Okay, so we are making a raspberries and cream stuffed mochi today. So I don't know if you've ever made mochi. It's really fun. It's a no-bake recipe, so we thought that would be fun for the hot month of August.
Yeah, don't turn that oven on.
Yeah, so this is actually our August kit. We do pastry kits, so we have all of the ingredients that you need, minus a few perishables, to make a delicious treat. So
okay, I've never made mochi before, but my daughter is obsessed with mochi, so she would love to do this.
Amazing.
So how do we get started?
Okay, so we have our mochi mix here.
Okay.
And it has some freeze-dried raspberries in this mix, so it makes it a little bit pink and flavored raspberry.
Okay.
It's really fun.
So you just pour the mix in.
You just pour the mix in, super easy.
Okay.
And then the perishables you need are just a little bit of cream and some water.
Okay.
So super simple.
Does it have to be cream? Can you do milk, or no, it have to be cream?
You can. So some people do milk, some people do water, some people do butter. Ours is just a mixture of cream and milk.
Okay. Because sometimes, you know, I'm like, I get the thing, maybe I don't have all the ingredients, you know, is it specific or will it kind of work?
You could probably use milk. The reason that we use cream for this in particular is because you also need cream to make the whipped cream filling. So
Got it. Okay, so you're going to have to grab that, but that's fine. I can do that right on my way home from the grocery store.
Yeah,
okay.
So then you mix this all up and you just pop it in the microwave for 5 minutes and it forms a mochi dough. So we have some movie magic here. We have a little bit of finished dough.
It turns into that after 5 minutes in the microwave?
Yeah.
Look at that. That's cool. All right.
So super simple.
All right, gloves on.
We're gonna glove up, and then we take this dough.
Do the gloves come in the kit?
The gloves do come in the kit.
Okay, that is important to know because how many times I have needed gloves and I don't got them.
Yep, we try to include everything
and
that
they're purple.
you need.
They're pretty.
And then we just take this out.
Okay.
We're gonna scrape it out and
it's a little sticky. That's why we have the gloves.
Exactly. And that's why we also have the cornstarch. So that also comes in the kit.
Okay.
And it's just gonna help make this dough just not so sticky and just easier to shape.
Okay.
So you give it a little shape in the cornstarch here, and then I'm gonna cut off a piece for you and show you how to do the whole thing.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so you're gonna take this and you're gonna form it into about a 3-inch circle disc.
A 3-inch circle disc. Okay. I got this. All right.
And you can kind of put it on the surface and just kind of press it out, and you want it to be a little bit tapered on the edges.
Tapered on the edges.
You'll see why in a minute, but we're gonna like pinch everything together almost like a dumpling.
Come on, you. It's like a little bit like pizza dough. Working with pizza dough is very similar.
And then once you think you have that kind of 3-inch circle, we're gonna fill it, and then I'll show you how to shape it.
Okay. I don't know, how am I doing?
You're doing great, that looks so good. I think we're just about ready.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay, so then you take just a little scoop. If there's still a cornstarch on it, you do a little brush.
Oh, because we want it to actually stick together. Okay.
And then you do a little whipped cream, and then you can choose a couple of those raspberries right there.
And then stick them in?
Stick them right on in.
Okay.
And then you take the opposite ends, so like from here to here, and pinch them together up top above the whipped cream. Perfect.
Okay.
And then take the opposite ends from that, do a little pinch.
Okay.
And then the ends that are still open, do the same thing. Pinch this to that corner over there.
Oh, you just keep pinching?
Just keep pinching, and then one more, so those last 2 corners.
Look at that, I made a ball!
Perfect.
Okay.
And then you flip that over gently into your palm.
Gently, because it is sticking, so slightly gently.
And then you just kind of like shape around the edges a little bit like that. Yeah.
And then boom, look at that, I made mochi.
And then you can top it with a little half raspberry there, or whatever else you want to top it with. Now you can fill these with honestly whatever you think is fun. So you can add cake pieces, cookies. We've had people do ice cream in the middle if you want a cold treat. So
I'm gonna try this. I made this. I'm gonna try it.
You might want. Well,
wait.
These
what
ones are just a little bit colder. I personally like them when they're a little bit cold.
Okay, because they do hold together a little bit better. All right, I'll give you that one.
And so we like to chill
my
them.
masterpiece there. Okay. As I take a bite of this, I want you to remind me about what the Pastry Project does, because their mission is like one of my favorite missions in Seattle.
Thank you so much. So we provide a free baking and pastry training program to individuals with barriers to employment, and then we help graduates get jobs as pastry chefs and bakers all around Seattle. We have around 30 hiring partners, bakeries, grocery stores with baking departments, dessert shops all over. And so we have graduates just at so many places now doing amazing things. And we fund that program through the things that we sell, like these pastry kits that we ship all over the country, so you can try different pastries at home. They're really fun to do with families. They're just really fun if
with kids.
Yeah, with kids, and just if you love learning new things. As you can see, we try to change it up, try to do totally different kinds of pastries. Sometimes they're savory, sometimes they're sweet, sometimes they're no bake. This actually might be our first no bake kit, which is really fun. So
I'm almost done with mine.
Yeah.
This is the best mochi I've ever had.
Yay! Oh my gosh.
Usually we get the ice cream mochi, but this has got the cream in it.
I love the whipped cream filling. Yeah.
This is so good.
Super light, super just like the textures are also fun together. So
I love this. I'm going to finish this as soon as we get done here because I'm almost done anyway.
Yeah.
Just before I let you go, I want to ask, you also do soft serve in the summer.
do.
What? Tell me about that.
Yeah. So we actually, this is our 4th summer of doing soft serve. We just do a pop-up, a really fun pop-up through our window in Pioneer Square. So we just run it for July and August of every year. So we actually only have 2 weekends left. So our last day of soft serve is September 1st. And we just love soft serve. So I have a co-founder, Heather. She's from the East Coast. It's like a very nostalgic, like East Coast kind of old school soft serve. We just have a couple of flavors, but then really, really good homemade toppings that we can roll everything in. And it's just so good.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much for coming on. Thank you for doing what you do and to better our city overall. And thank you for bringing me mochi.
Oh my gosh.
Because I'm going to finish this right now.
The New Day Northwest Kitchen is brought to you by Safeway.